Just update to what was happening with the cops and my kids being abducted, in a sense, from my auntie and the cops. Uh, so supposedly CPS was involved and everything else. Uh, my auntie had my kids in Regina, where I was residing. I was staying with them. She said to me, messaged me saying I wasn't allowed to go there because it was court ordered, uh, and that I'm not to be in contact with my son or my daughter. Uh, it was Halloween. I paid for their costumes and I was supposed to be taking them trick or treating and stuff. She told me, "Oh, we have to take your kids trick or treating when it should be you." Uh, I had all my clothes there, my bedding and everything. I had nothing. I was sleeping in my Jeep down the block because I had nowhere else to go. Uh, so on that following Monday, she messaged me saying that update of CPS coming to get the kids. They took my kids and were doing interviews or whatever in Worcester or somewhere, and that they'd get a contact with one of the parents or whatever. But on that Monday, I called the school because the cops went into my vehicle and got the backpacks for them. So I kind of figured something was up there. And then my auntie's like, "Oh no, they're with me this all the time, and all this stuff." And then at 6:30 is when my ex usually goes on her break from work. She messaged me by accident, I think, saying, "This is what I sent to John. No one else sent this. It is for me, just so you know." So I questioned her. I was like, "What? What is this about?" And then she said, "Oh, I don't know if you believe me anymore. I was just saying that this is what CPS told me to say." And I was like, "You just said this is for me, not no one else." So I kind of thought it was really fishy. Anyways, I find out later on my ex had my kids again, which I don't understand how, when my daughter admitted to me that yes, stuff was true that was happening. Then November 6th, my ex went down to the cop shop and accused me of choking my son. So on November 8th, I had a warrant for my arrest in Regina, where when I got my release form from the courts, it said I resided at 778 Stad or whatever in Musha. So how did the cops know to come pick me up in Regina at the place of the other uncles that I was staying at? It's like, I don't know, something was not right. Like, it's like I'm being harassed. I accused my ex of sleeping with this cop. Because when I first broke up with her, we got into a fight. I tipped up a couch and I tipped over a bookshelf. I've never been in trouble with the law in my life. I've never been arrested, never been in jail until the no contact order thing. And then I was finding evidence of my daughter and my ex doing stuff. And I'd get mad. I'd go to the house, break in, like get there and be like, I'd show her what I had. And I wanted to get help with it, with everything. I wanted to help her and that. Because I don't know, I thought maybe help her so that she'd come clean with everything, in a sense. That didn't work at all. She called the cops. And I was there the night before at 12 when it was only me and her that were supposed to know that. And one cop goes, "Oh, you were here last night too, weren't you?" And I was like, "How?" And then even his partner was like, kind of weirded out about that. When the cops first came to my house, I opened the door for them. The reason why I thought she was cheating, because when she said she called police station, I looked on her phone and it was a cell number. When I went to go do the accusation with my daughter to do a statement, that he called my cell number that day. So I was like, I remembered the number. So that's how I kind of put two and two together. When I let the cops in the house, they're like, "Oh, hi John, what's going on?" and all this. And I said, "Which one of you two are sleeping with my ex?" The one cop, Curtis Amiot, got really aggressive with me, grabbed me, threw me in cuffs, and he's like, "You're coming down to the stairs." And I was like, "Whoa!" And then all of a sudden he threw me into my couch. I had back surgery when I was 27, so I'm pretty sure he knew I had a bad back. He dug his knee so hard into my back, I was like, I acted like it didn't hurt, but it was hurting. So then I got put down to the cop, took down the station, and he wrote 2 breaches when I only had should have only had one. He should not even knew about that second one. Eventually, I went to Peguis, my reserve treatment. So I went there for like a month and a half. My no contact order with my ex was for 2 months. It was 4 months after I went to the house after I got out of treatment because I wanted to see my kids. She called the cops again. I got arrested again. Took down the station. Was held in cells. Had to talk to the justice of the peace, and the one officer put on their public safety. Like I was a risk to the public or whatever. I was like, I've never been in trouble with the law, so how would that even come about? So I didn't understand at the time that it was 4 months after. I figured that out like just recently because I'm not very smart and stuff like that. So I got thrown in jail for 2 months when I shouldn't have been in jail at all. In there for 2 months, got released after 2 months, and then I got another court order, no contact with my ex for a whole year. She's living at the house that's under my name as well. I lost my house. I couldn't go near the house. I had to pick up my kids at parks and stuff like that. And I don't understand how someone can get no charges in his whole life over just me and my ex having one fight, me tipping a couch and tipping a bookshelf because I was accusing her of touching my children. She always slept with them in the beds and stuff like that. I didn't like it. I told her, I said, "Can you quit sleeping with them all the time? Like it's weird to me. I don't." And she's like, "Oh, I talk with all the moms at my work and it's okay and all this other stuff." So I was really weirded out about that. Anyways, long story short, found all this out once, like after I just say 2 months ago, around there, I messaged my ex's mom saying I just figured this out. That was 4 months after. I shouldn't have been charged or put in jail for this. And she sent a heart emoji to the message. I kept screenshots. I kept journals and everything because when I was in Regina, correct the station, the one sergeant said journal everything. I thought, why journal in a book when I could just make videos and post them? Makes more sense. I've been doing nothing but trying to get my kids back. I haven't seen them forever. Haven't talked to them. I got accused of choking my son, but I've never ever choked my son. People are saying I grabbed him and lifted him up like off the ground. I'm like, I have letters from my son on Father's Day saying he would sacrifice his life for me and his love would explode the earth if he ever released it out. I have all the letters, proof of everything. I'm kind of worried that I'm going to be getting thrown in jail for no reason because of everything that's been going on. When I got released out of jail, or from when I was in there for 7 days over accusation, I was like, that's like me going and saying, some guy down the street, I accused him of choking me. Would he be thrown in jail for 7 days? I accused my ex for touching my kids. She wasn't thrown in jail. Her dad touched my child. He wasn't thrown in jail. And that's why I'm thinking that this cop is harassing me in a sense, and I'm worried that I'm going to get thrown in jail for, I don't know, anything. I've been trying to get help. I can't get help. I've lost my job. Going to lose my vehicle that I just got. Lost my kids. I lost everything pretty well. I'm mooching off people because I have nothing. Trying to look for a job right now, but it's kind of hard when you got a criminal record, when you shouldn't even have it, and everything else. And everyone's telling me, "Oh, you shouldn't have had to put your hands on." But that's the thing. Like they're going over nothing. Like I didn't go to court for it or anything. I didn't get to prove I was innocent. It's like they already charged me that I was guilty because I have the paper saying, "In causing assault, did choke Soren Stevenson at this time of like a year and a half ago." What's funny is 2 weeks before Halloween, she was messaging my auntie saying, "Can John start taking the kids more? They really love spending time with him." I have letters from my daughter saying I'm the best dad in the world. I'm her favorite person. I have other letters from my son saying how he misses me so much and that he heard my voice, so he had to call me because he wished he spent more time with me and stuff like that. If I was a dad that did choke him, like they're saying, would he want to be spending time with me at all? I don't think he would. So I don't know what to do. that's why I'm making these videos. I just found out that I'm going for mental assessment, and then I have to go for a drug assessment, and it says court ordered, but I have no court order of that at all. So I don't understand how they're throwing all this at me. I don't know. I'll keep updates when I go for my assessments, I guess, for my drug screening. I've been clean off drugs for, I don't know, a year and some, about a year and some. When I went to treatment, my sister says, oh, I was doing drugs and that. Yeah, I was doing drugs outside my grandma's house. She's saying I was doing it in her house, and, oh, John's going to be doing drugs in your basement to my uncle that I'm staying at right now. But I'm not. All I'm trying to do is get my kids away from being touched and everything else. When I have her told everyone that she admitted to me that this is happening. Hopefully people see this video and can kind of relate and help me out or something else, or give me some advice. I'll keep updating here and there. All right, thanks.